Okay, what I've got here is a 2003 Chevrolet pickup truck. It is a it's the heavy half-duty, which is basically it's a 3/4 ton. It's a 1500 HD. It's a crew cab with a short bed. I'll kind of take you on a tour of the outside here. So again, it's kind of a charcoal color, but just depends on how the light hits it. And it kind of turns different colors. Get you an idea of what the condition of the tires are. My estimation is it's probably got a good 10,000 at least miles left on these tires. It needs a good wash. The very unique option on this truck is what's known as Quadrasteer. And this truck also, it's the LT, so it's the fully loaded, it's leather, it's as top of the line as you could get one, especially with the Quadrasteer option. It was just, they usually just loaded the Quadrasteers out as much as you could get them. So you can Google that, you'll get a lot of information on what Quadrasteer is. I don't know if that's coming into focus. There we go. But basically what Quadrasteer is it's really, really cool. It allows all four wheels to steer. When you turn the steering wheel, I don't know if I parked this thing and you can kind of get an idea that the rear wheels, yeah, you can see that, are turning. That's because when I parked it, you can see the front wheels up there were slightly turned, so the back wheels turn. And if you can get what this is doing by the front wheel turning in that, obviously turn it in the left direction, and the rear wheels turn in the opposite direction to the right, that means that the truck is just really going to turn very, very sharply in a very, very small diameter. And these trucks were advertised to turn in the same turning radius as a Honda Accord. So that's not bad for a full-size, four-wheel drive crew cab pickup truck. One thing that is wrong, and I'll probably fix it, is this exhaust hanger needs to be redone. Show you the bed here. Pretty typical. It's got a bed liner. And the tailgate, I'll show you this, it has a dent in it right in this area, but it's covered with this plastic thing, so it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it. And you know, just so you know that it's there. It's missing the tailgate bezel, the little plastic bezel. They're available at AutoZone. You can get them for maybe about $10 or $12. So coming around, the truck is very, very straight. There's no rust, anything like that. It's just, like I said, it's very dirty. The truck has just been sitting. I just don't have a chance to drive it. I've actually got 11 other vehicles to choose from between my wife and I, and so it's time to get rid of a couple. We actually got a notice the other day on one of the other vehicles that the tags and all that were expired, and so the police came by and put the orange sticker on it, and so that's kind of motivating me to sell some vehicles here. It's got the bull bar with the off-road lights. All the Quadrasteer trucks have clearance lights on them on the roof, kind of very similar to a dually, be the same lights, and also on the fenders, on the rear fenders. Look at my cat. On the rear fenders, they also have the clearance light here, and then also back there underneath that 4x4 logo. And that's because these trucks in the rear, they're actually a little bit wider, and the law requires them to have clearance lights. So I'm going to open up the hood next. Just show you what underneath the hood looks like. It's, you know, pretty standard. It's a 6.0 liter. I did put it's got literally a brand spanking new belt, the serpentine belt. Both of the belts are new. I'm trying to remember what else I did to it. The belts, brand new oil filter. Geez, it's been a while. Like I say, it's been parked for a while. When I first bought the truck, I did a bunch of stuff to it. Yesterday, I had to change the battery. I put a battery on it, and that's why this is loose. But that'll be put back on there today properly. You have to take it off to get the battery out. It's got the Hydro Boost brakes, which I kind of like those over the vacuum assist. But you know, there's not really much special to show you under the hood. It's just your typical 6.0 engine. But I do have to say, it's just a beast of an engine. It's extremely powerful. Okay, I'll show you the interior now. Get this thing opened up. Hopefully get some light. The driver's seat is about as good as you're ever going to see one. The cushion here, I replaced the actual cushion underneath the leather. I replaced with GM cushion, and also a GM new heater has been reinstalled in there. And then the new upholstery, that's brand new leather on the seat bottom. That's usually the only thing that wears out. The seat backs are in very, very good shape. And as you can see, this one being the driver's seat is always the worst condition, and this one's in excellent condition. It's got the center console. It's like I say, it's as fully loaded as you can get one of the LT trucks. It's got all the switches with the seat and the heat and memory, power mirrors. Let me see what else I can film for you guys. I'll go ahead and fire it up. Sorry, I'm trying to get this tripod to collapse so I can film this a little better. You know, I should have thought about that. Let me take this thing off the tripod. Okay. Miles. This truck, turn the fan down. Okay, this truck has 165,645 miles on it. Don't know if that's coming across on the... Yeah, it looks like it's picked up there. Oil pressure's good. Like I said, I just put in brand new oil. Alternator's charging at just about 14 volts. It's probably technically 13.8. These gauges aren't that accurate. Temperature gauge, obviously, hasn't had time. I just fired it up. Seatbelt light is flashing because I don't have my seatbelt on. But no codes, no problems. This truck, it's ready to go. It's a four-wheel drive. It has all the four-wheel drive functions here. All that works. Cargo light, fog lights, all your controls on your steering wheel here for your radio. These trucks have a lot. If you're not familiar with them, there's a lot of options you can go through as far as trip odometers, alarm settings, outside perimeter lighting when you hit the key fob, all that kind of thing. It has OnStar that I guess you would have to subscribe to, but it's there. It's got the overhead console, and there's the mic for the OnStar. And my dog decided to join me. So I'm going to get out and take a picture of the back seat, and then I'll get over to the passenger side. I'll go ahead and shut it off. here's the old belt that I took off. I always carry the old belt as an emergency spare. Come here, come here. You're not helping. Come here. My dog always wants to help. So here's the back seat. It's in, you know, just very, very nice condition. Even the truck smells good when you're in here. It's like, oh man, that smells good. One thing I just noticed is, I'll show you this, is on the headliner there's some spots up there that, you know, might need to be cleaned by, if you were real particular, you probably want to clean that, but I just noticed it. Let me walk back around to the other side and get a picture of the passenger side and possibly get some more light in here. Yeah, so okay, here's the passenger seat. No cracks or anything in the dash. Everything's, like I say, it's just very, very nice truck. I just don't have, I don't drive it. It just kind of sits here. Here's the back seat. And that's about it. The one other feature that I want to show you guys is I've got, I actually invented an HID reverse light kit that I sell for different vehicles. I'm going to go ahead and put this thing back on the tripod so I can show you that. So it may take me just a second. Okay, I've got it back on the tripod now. Yeah, so what I was telling you about a second ago is I've got HID backup lights in this truck, and what that is, I'll show you a quick preview of what that is basically what I sell. I mean, this is just kind of a plug in my website here at the same time, but I sell a HID backup light kit, or I should say adapter, that allows you to convert your taillight housing to accept an 880 fog light bulb, which is an HID head, you know, basically it's a headlight bulb. It's just designed to go in a fog light socket is all it is. But inside the truck, when I pull this truck in reverse to back up, these HID lights will come on. I'm going to get both of them here, and they are just intensely bright. I'm going to go turn that on for you. Okay, yeah, what I've got is you can turn this thing on two ways. You can pull it in reverse with the gear selector, or I've got mine also, it's on a manual switch which is mounted inside the console. And what that means is I can turn these HID backup lights on anytime I want. For example, if you're back here in the back and you're trying to hook up a trailer at night, or just working back here, for any reason, and you need a bunch of light, this thing will, you know, it'll light up to the end of the block, and it's just extremely bright. It's also very, very safe, because other drivers are going to see you much, much more in advance than they would with a regular traditional dim backup light. So when you put this thing in reverse, everybody knows you're backing up. So anyway, that was just a shameless plug for my reverse lights, my HID reverse lights, but I do have that kit on this truck, so it is a selling feature on this truck also. If you have any questions about this truck, just give me a call. I can give you pricing information and all of that if you give me a call. I'll be very reasonable. Like I say, I'm trying to sell it just to downsize, basically. But my phone number is 713-408-0423, Any questions, just give me a call. Thanks. Bye.